When it comes to politics, North Carolinians believe women are just as capable, in some cases more so than men.
A new poll puts both genders on an even playing field. However, that does not always translate to a vote. As for the ultimate glass ceiling, Hillary Clinton came closer than any other woman in breaking it. You can debate until the end of time about why she did not. But 7 years later, 67% of North Carolina voters think men and women make equally good political leaders.
It is good news that most North Carolinians think that the gender doesn't matter as far as the political leader. What matters more is their character or their political attitudes.
A new Meredith College poll found 47% of North Carolina voters think there is no difference between which gender is better at standing up to political pressure. Most think both are fairly even when it comes to keeping the government honest. Those who don't agree give women the edge. The same is true when it comes to compromise. That answer, though, is complicated.
What's interesting about compromise, too, is that your political party will emphasize if you think that that's good or not. So in general, Democrats tend to think of compromise as a positive thing, and Republicans tend to think of compromise as a negative thing.
51% of voters also said there is no difference in how either gender deals with crime and public safety. But pollster Whitney Manzo says whenever it becomes a specific woman, people are more hesitant.
What is causing this difference between being okay with voting for a generic female candidate and being okay with voting for a specific female candidate? We haven't found that bridge yet.
The highest number deals with the economy. 58% believe there is no difference between male or female politicians when it comes to job creation, economic issues, and the budget.
Many of our respondents said the number one thing they wish that candidates were talking about more is the economy. And so the fact that they see women as doing so well on economic issues indicates that they could be ready to hear women candidates talking about the economy and ready to vote for them in 2024.
Very interesting.
Yeah, and North Carolina has done pretty well when it comes to electing women into the House, the U.S. House. They've done okay, not great, when it comes to women, both Republican and Democratic, in the U.S. Senate with two. We've only had one female governor for one term in North Carolina. It's also about, the willingness to run.
Right.
It'll be interesting as we get into 2024 because we don't have any real female candidates in that top tier list running for governor in North Carolina. That, of course, could change. We've got a little bit to go before filing. There's plenty of time for people to put their name in the hat.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
All right,
absolutely.
Russ, thank you.